Welcome back to my channel. I had so much fun doing that last one that I want to do another one. So I feel like that one was definitely more like the divine masculine kind of perspective, and this one I kind of want to do the divine feminine perspective. So just in that quick shuffle, I need to figure out what my reads playlist is going to be. So I have to do 9 skips from the start. So let's see what that brings us to. Ooh, You're Mine by Phantogram. This is going to be cool. Focus on me, look into my eyes. And this is also dependence. This is cause and effect. Eat your ego, honey, swallow your pride. And we talked about pride in the last one for humility. Aww. All right, so I'm going to do my deck again. I love these. I am so proud of this deck. I cannot wait to share it with you. There's actually a few layers that I'm not even including when I'm doing this read right now. It's so much bigger than just these cards. And that's why, in a way, I kind of want to do like handwritten out readings, because it's something that it's so intense that you really need to, I need to write it out and it needs to be digestible. So if you're interested in one of those, please get hold of me. I'll put my contact information in the description below. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, there's some ways to get hold of me down below. Please like, share if necessary. Subscribe would be awesome. If you don't like it, make your way back to YouTube Mall, find something you do. But I'm trying to keep the negativity away from here. My goal is to help people in a positive way, always. That's why I don't really take many reversals unless I really, really feel the need. And don't forget, in my deck, reversals aren't reversals. They just mean it's happening for the other person. So this is a divine feminine reading. Last one seemed to be more like a divine masculine reading without kind of even meaning to. And after this, I want to clarify with my Alice in Wonderland deck. They're from the point of Alice's, so I feel like it's a good perspective, or a good deck to use for a female perspective. And with that, let's see what we got here. So I mentioned in the last reading about how for divine counterparts, there really is only one person for them. Because you're mine. You're mine. Because you're mine. So what is powering the situation? Because it's from the divine feminine's perspective, I'm going to assume, and I know the 4 agreements say don't make assumptions. Don't make assumptions. But for the sake of this reading, I'm going to say that it's from the divine masculine's perspective. Oh, I love it. Divine's on the bottom, by the way. Divine is like out of your control. Divine being creator. Like this is divinely orchestrated. But from the female's perspective, he just doesn't care. Apathy. He doesn't give a shit. And that's frustrating, because if you're mine, if there's only one person for you, it sucks when your person appears like he doesn't even care. He doesn't care that you're not together. He doesn't care that you're not being thought of. But this is all part of the plan. This is all important. It all has to happen. And so the song playing right now is Twiddle Amidst the Myst. I love this song too. So, apathy, the divine masculine's apathy is what's powering the situation. So what is changing? What is changing the situation? Ooh. I didn't really want to take that, but it kind of flipped. Kind of stuck out and then it flipped. Somebody's manipulating. The divine feminine is manipulating the situation. King of Cups. The King of Cups has mastered emotions. So to me, the King of Cups is somebody, once you've mastered emotions, you know how to manipulate them. Emotions are a very powerful thing. They fuel all of our actions. So what is blocking the situation? Wisdom wanted to flip, so it's almost like somebody's too smart for their own good. But upheaval. Ooh, okay. Partnership on the bottom. So somebody, and this is Scorpio energy. Somebody is going through a great change in their stability. Somebody doesn't have, and this is again the Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine probably doesn't have all of her stuff on lock. And you want to be a complete whole person who's completely evolved in all the ways you need to be before you can really enter into another relationship. That's a really important thing. If you want, to step out of a cycle, broken people. What is the saying? If you don't heal what hurt you, you hurt people that don't deserve it, something like that. That's kind of what it feels like here. So this person is trying to prevent that. So maybe they're manipulating the situation into thinking that they don't care either. Or maybe that's what's changing. They're changing because this tower has fallen. And so they're trying to get their ducks in a row in preparation for this partnership. What's coming to light is a cycle, a gift and cycle. So this is also karmic law of growth. And so this, I chose cycle, the Wheel of Fortune, as the law of growth, because that states that as you grow and change, so as your choices do, so does your life. As you evolve, your life changes with you. You can't be the same person in an old structured, old environment. And structure's on the bottom, I like that. You can't be the new you in an old place. So maybe what's coming to life is, this is a blessing in disguise. And we got two Scorpio cards, on here. The Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius, King of Cups. I mean, generally is a water sign, so Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So that's a lot of Scorpio. Also, a Cancer. So that's a lot of water, a lot of emotions on here. But the cycle, again, I love this even more. So, gift. The gift is also the Six of Cups in my deck, which is all about nostalgia, living the past, reminiscing in a way. And because it's Scorpio energy, that's very desiring. Scorpios are dark, magnetic, mysterious, but it's a desire. That's the thing. And so for cycle to also be number 9, which is bouquet. Bouquet is like about, etiquette and, but also kind of like gifts of appreciation. Because you bring flowers to somebody that you care about, somebody that you love, somebody you want to woo. So maybe it's Divine Feminine is going to be receiving a gift and it's going to signify that they're in a new cycle. And what it's like is playing again. That's very interesting. So maybe she's discovering the duality of herself as well. So it's going to come to balance. And you can hear the rain picking up, all the water, all the emotions. Let's come into balance. The masculine's inconsistency. And so this is the law of rhythm. And the law of rhythm states that nothing is permanent. So whether it be good or bad, it's all only temporary. Nothing is permanent. So maybe this apathy is not permanent. Maybe these separations, this change, this divine counterpart separation is what's coming to end. And greed on the bottom. And greed is a deadly sin. I've included those on my deck as well. I can't believe the song is playing again. That is shocking. So, let's clarify some of these with Alice. Ask Alice. So again, it's the same line. Some static walking through the door. So, can you clarify what's powering the situation is the divine masculine's apathy, his lack of care, or perceived. Just how it's perceived. Because remember, our thoughts become things. So even if it's the truth, though, or it's clarity for her, the hard truth. So because of his apathy, she feels that he really doesn't want anything to do with her. He really doesn't want any union, any celebration. She probably assumes that he's completely content without her. They're all partying. And it's funny because in this deck, they're all males. And in the other one, they're all females. Or maybe he is just distracted. He really is enjoying himself. And so flamingos, I mean, this is where I encourage to look up spirit animals and stuff like that. Flamingos are all about being your vibrant self. So I feel like maybe this divine feminine is trying to do that. She's trying to stand out. She's trying to do whatever she can. And whatever it is, it doesn't matter because it's not cutting the right way. It's perceived. They don't care. But none of these guys look happy. In the Three of Cups in the normal deck, the women are all, interlaced and they're all smiling and dancing and cheersing, and it's a real celebration. And here it's like a forced celebration. So maybe they're kind of fronting and trying to pretend like everything's okay and that they don't care when they do. So if that's what's powering the situation, the Emperor. Cats are light on their feet, have 9 lives. So maybe he keeps thinking that he's going to be able to keep doing this for a while. But if she's manipulating the Emperor. He's watching intently, though. Very intently. Ooh, phone call. We're going to ignore that. He's watching very intently. And the Three of Pentacles on the bottom, community. And pigs for me, pigs are not a good sign for me. I know that they're a very smart animal. I know that they mean a lot of different things and everybody loves bacon. But for me, I never really want to go closer to a pig. Now you can really hear the rain. The Phoenix by Fall Out Boy. Put on your war paint. Which is funny because we have upheaval here. 16 is the tower in my deck. Scorpio energy. Maybe she's manipulating the situation so that he will watch. And he's doing the same thing. That's why he had the Three of Cups on the bottom, but they were all miserable. It was forced. Anything forced, what you struggle to get, you'll struggle to keep. So anything forced, it's not true. It's not authentic. So I don't edit anything. You're welcome. I don't like that I paused for a little while, but I mean, it's all part of it. The process. Learn to be patient, people. So clarifying what's blocking this is upheaval. Justice. That's Libra energy. So we have Aries and Libra energy here. Ace of Flamingos is Ace of Swords. So that's just a lot of air signs. Clarity, thoughts, but truth. It's like ultimate clarity. Maybe this divine masculine sees exactly what it is. He sees the clarity. He knows. He absolutely knows, but he's pretending he doesn't care. So the manipulation, she's being manipulated because he does. He's watching very intently. And the upheaval, what's blocking the situation is that the Tower is like kind of like uncontrolled. It's not favorable, but I feel like it's something where if somebody knows better, doesn't do better, and they have conscious choice and they keep making the conscious wrong choice, that's when the Tower comes like, no, we're not going to let you make this choice anymore. This is upheaval. This is true upheaval. Crumbling of false foundations. But it's also the anchor in my deck. We have the Tower twice, except in this one, authority. Authority for somebody else. Maybe somebody else can't. Maybe this Divine Masculine can't express the way he feels. He can't because he's still in that karmic relationship. This is actually really cool. It's definitely paralleling the last reading. But justice is coming for this person, for the Divine Feminine's struggle. Someone doesn't fall that far without, kind of like in Gravity, what goes down, or what goes up must come down. Energetically, universally speaking, what goes down must also come out. That's this balance. That's how I feel karma works. It's balance. Gravity doesn't have shit to do with this. This is about energetic balance. And somebody has suffered a lot. And so that justice is coming into place. That justice is going to bring stability. But it doesn't necessarily mean that the process is going to be sped up, or like something else needs to fall into place. So my major arcana are trump cards, and the Tower is most definitely a major arcana. The Wheel of Fortune is definitely a major arcana. So let's clarify that. And we have Judgment on the bottom. So yes, it's Judgment Day for somebody, and this judgment is going to bring justice to this Divine Feminine. It's out of anybody's control, especially dealing with the Divine Masculine. This has nothing to do with the Divine Masculine. I feel like this is something bigger. This is something that the Divine Feminine has been dealing with. And it's been tough. Tower twice on the board, Justice and Judgment on the bottom. Judgment's like, nope, it's an awakening. This is Judgment Day. Conviction. Truth comes out. So that's good. So what's kind of light? Maybe that is what the gift on the end of this cycle is. The song that's playing is You Look Good by Lady A. So this feminine, and they're upright for her. So that means that this Divine Feminine is receiving a gift. And that's what's going to change this cycle. Somebody is appreciating her, somebody is caring for her, and especially if this Divine Masculine, whether he can or can't, chooses not to, or is playing hard to get or whatever, it doesn't matter. Somebody else is going to give her a gift. Page of Pepper. This is good news. So maybe this does, this is the Page of Wands. It's known about starting a new journey, a new adventure. But I mean, it makes sense if the Judgment was on the bottom. Got Page and the Knight. So that means you're getting good news and then you're taking action. So once this judgment, this justice comes in, it's going to be a blessing, and it's going to turn this cycle, turn this wheel into whatever's next. It's like getting an idea and then moving forward toward it. Which is really good, because if she's been in upheaval, there's a lot of stuff she's got to completely rebuild. The only way you can do that is by getting an idea and then acting on it. So it's going to kind of balance. Healing. Four of Swords. This card kept coming out in the masculine reading, and I like that because that means that they are paralleling each other. It means that he may have had to go internal to figure out what he needed. He got a lot of the Hermit introspection. So that was the work that he needed to do. This Divine Feminine is dealing with larger things. This Divine Feminine is dealing things out of her control. Life situations that need to be repaired. But it doesn't mean that they require any less healing, any less internal work to heal and accept them. But this healing, especially because inconsistency is in reverse, this healing, I think, is going to help them both come to union. Because the Page of Flamingos is a spy. Page of Flamingos, Page of Swords. It's smart, it's intelligent, it's using, it's a quick learner to me. But it's still like a novice learner. It's like when a child learning to be a warrior or a knight finally gets a real sword and like it's a step up from the wooden sword. That's kind of how I equate it. It's like, all right, we're giving you a little bit of power. You're getting it. We understand you're getting it, but we're gonna take it slow still. But they're a fast learner. But it's also a spy. Good luck by Broken Bells. Maybe this emperor that's been watching very, very intently, as he heals, he knows he's running out of time. So he knows that he needs to step up his healing, and his healing is going to bring an end or a balance to his inconsistency. Because even though he pretended that he didn't care, he pretended he's not watching, he pretends that he's not spying, keeping a close eye, even though he sees everything that's going on, he sees the vibrant, everything that she has. He sees. He can't deny it. But timing matters. And if justice hasn't been brought in the situations it needs to, and this divine feminine, if, this could be for her too, she knows that it's just not time yet. She still needs to get her ducks in a row. She doesn't even know what her ducks are, maybe. That's what this tower is. So they're both playing against and working with the clock at the same time, if that makes sense. But good luck. Can I get one more? Can I get one more card? Let's give it a shuffle. I also like that this gift of the cycle, this page of Peppermills is a frog. And I know that there's so much more to the Alice Behind the Looking Glass, I think it's called. It's a really cute movie. But I like that the Peppermills are the wands because it's an action. Fiery, hot action. But it's a frog. And he's all dressed up. And I just keep thinking of having to kiss a lot of frogs. And eventually one of them will turn into a prince. So if this is the Divine Feminine's reading, it's like, maybe this frog, this divine masculine, is ready to become a prince. But he couldn't do it till he was ready. Maybe he's going to get good news. Maybe she's going to give him good news. If I got like the Six of Wands, I'd say maybe it was like a social media post or something little to let him or her know that I'm not completely disinterested. I see you. But it could also be from her too, because if it's from her, that means that like she's manipulating the situation. She's like, I see you too. Oh, hey. And again, it comes back to that mastering of emotions. But once you master them, that's the only way you can use them. Unfortunately, once you're really good at something, you can use it for good or evil. And I say those loosely because good is like with good intention, and evil for me is just ill intent. Like manipulation, that's why it's a red card in my deck. But you can manipulate things. Usually manipulation is for the benefit of one particular person. That's why it's a negative thing to me. But inconsistency is just not fair. That's why it's red right over here. But I do want one more card. Ooh, the devil. So the song that's playing is You're Not Alone. By Semisonic. So for me, the thing about this devil card, the devil isn't necessarily just evil. We were just talking about good and evil, which is kind of interesting. But in the movie, because I made a point to watch the movie once I got these cards, and the Page of Hats is on the bottom, synchronicity card for me. The point about, the reason why I want to tell you about this particular devil, and the reason why, different decks matter, I learned that this devil in this particular deck is a Jabberwocky. And the Jabberwocky works on behalf of the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts manipulates all the situations because she has her own ego problems. Essentially, she wants to rule, even though she's not necessarily fit to rule. So I feel like this person, again, this divine feminine who's been battling tower after tower, upheavals, crumbling false foundation. She's been fighting something bigger than just the monster. And maybe if divine counterparts really do mirror each other, then maybe this emperor has too. He's been fighting something bigger than just the monster. And because apathy in this deck is also the tower in the Lenormand, the tower in Lenormand is all about authority. It's like the government, something bigger, respecting authority, anything powerful, anything that has power over you. So maybe that's why this emperor has been watching closely, but he couldn't do anything. He's fighting his own battles, and that's fine. Doesn't mean he doesn't see. He should at least communicate that he sees. So should she. But because this is the divine feminine reading, I want to say that this healing is coming finally from her slaying the bigger dragon. Or maybe the battle's not done yet. She's healing from some hard stuff. And that hard stuff is what made the divine masculine understand that he needed to be a little inconsistent with this. He needed to, it wasn't time yet. So it's not that he doesn't want her, but he just knows it's not time yet. So that's a bummer. But timing is everything. Even the right person at the wrong time is still the wrong person. They still have some growing to do, some battles to fight, some healing, and it all matters. For divine counterparts to come together, they have to be equal. They have to be at the same spot, and that's in a positive, healed place. So, divine feminine, keep fighting your battle until you slay the monster, and you're healed. And divine masculine, keep working on that karmic relationship, I guess. So the song right now is called Rescue Me by 7 Lines. I love this version of it, but maybe she needs help. Maybe she needs you. And it's kind of a dick move if you're just watching. So yeah, keep on keeping on, DFs. You got this. Your entire life is preparing you for the future that you want. And as you make new choices and enter new cycles, your life will change with it. So keep making the right choices, because that's how you fight these demons. This is how you fight. And the pure of heart will always prevail. So, I hope this helps. It was a little bit darker than the other one. But please like, share, subscribe. If you want to get hold of me, information's down below. And that's all I got for you. Thank you.